Hello YouTube and welcome back to Raptor Boyfriend. We are about to go to a party with our friends, right? Let's get back into it. Robert really came alive when he was behind the bar, talking and joking with everyone. He loved being around people and he was great at it. Once we all cracked open the keg and had a few beers, it was like everything finally came together. Being around everyone like it was being around everyone like this was always so much fun, but that night especially was awesome. We all played drinking games like beer pong and flip cup, and I lost terribly, just like I predicted. Even Jessica seemed to chill out, and even though he'd never admit it, Taylor was enjoying himself a lot. Jessica still looks so grumpy though. But after the games, we started getting on the topic of the evil that lurks in Ladle again. Yeah, there have been pretty creepy people here in town. Really? I mean, it's hard for me to imagine anyone creepier than a literal ghost. Whatever, Ingrid isn't creepy. Okay, fine, not that creepy. She's just... if you get to know her, she can be... scary? Seriously, she's harmless. Right? There are all kinds of creepier things in Ladle anyways. Right, like that one guy who honestly looks like a vampire. Like, I can't be sure, but I mean, come on. He has fangs and only comes out at night. Oh, you mean Ned? Ned? Guess. He's definitely creepy. But what about the cave? What cave? The cave. It apparently speaks. What? Oh yeah, it tells people to explore within it. Has anyone done it? Absolutely not. That's like common sense. Never go inside a cave that speaks. Especially if it's telling you to enter it. Yeah, it should really change its tactic. What, like, don't come in? Like, seriously, I don't want you to. But guys, like, what about the Little River? That's my Robert impression. Uncanny. Anyways, you guys mind if I change the radio station? No, I guess. Okay, I'm just gonna find some tunes or something. He has a plan. Yeah, go ahead, man. It's going to change it to like some sort of podcast about... not a podcast, but you know. What was it called back then? Just radio talking? Some AM station? I don't know, just radio talking. They're gonna talk about the Little River. Yep, just give me a second. Okay. Got to find a good radio station. There it is. We interrupt this classic rock gem to bring you a special report. What? What is this? Another mysterious murder in the small town of Ladle tonight, as a group of teens were found violently dismembered. Is this for real? Shh. The teens, who were drinking underage in their parents' basement, were hacked apart by an axe. Police are looking for any information on a suspect seen fleeing the scene, described as a dark figure clothed in rags and with glowing red eyes. Residents are advised to lock their doors and stay inside this weekend. We'll keep you updated on any new developments. In this case, are we going to spend the weekend there? Now back to our regularly scheduled programming. Oh no! What? What's wrong? Don't you see? It's the Ripper! What? Nah, I doubt it. You do? Yeah, it's probably just an unrelated murder. An unrelated murder? On Friday the 13th? With an axe? How can you not see the connection? I thought you were way deep into this whole Ladle Ripper thing. Yeah, but you guys convinced me. It's just a legend. What? Yeah, there's no Ripper. Right, Jessica? Right, unrelated murders happen all the time. Exactly. Under the guise of night. Could be any night, really. And that a bunch of teens get brutally murdered. I mean, sure. Just cause it's Friday the 13th doesn't mean... I mean, it could happen anytime. Maybe even tomorrow. Is this supposed to make me feel better? Sorry. Look, we all need to calm down here. Should we, like, board up the windows and doors? We should at least check to see if they're locked. You know, just to be safe. What? Guys, relax. We should just enjoy some more of this beer and relax. That's our third one already, though. Shouldn't you slow down a bit, Robert? The doctor said that. Come on, Jess, take a load off. Used to be a party animal. It's like you forgot how to chill. How am I supposed to chill when I have to babysit your ass constantly? Don't have to babysit anybody's ass. Here, have another drink. Oh, shit. No, Robert, you're already drunk, see? I'm not drunk, it was an accident. Ugh, I'm leaving. I don't want to do any of those things. I'm kind of with her on this. If he has some sort of medical condition where he shouldn't be drinking, and I always agree with people who say, please stop drinking. Anyway. Like, if you're so drunk that people are like, please stop, I will agree with them. Please stop drinking. I can't remember what blow her off means. Warn her? What? Warn her about what? I feel like this could be a threat or something. That's not what I mean. Or do I mean like warn her about the killer? Like be careful? I'm not sure about these options. No worries, Robert. We don't need her bringing us down anyways. Whatever. Just go. Come on. No, you come on, Robert. I tried to be fun. I tried to talk to you about what happened. But you just... I guess I'm just sick of this. Okay then. Oh man. We interrupt this spooky classic rock jam to bring you another breaking local news update. The mysterious dark figure who fled the scene of a grisly quadruple homicide was sighted heading west on Cherry Street. Little residents in and around the tall grass area, is that a Pokemon thing, are advised to be extra careful. That's just up the road. It's probably fine. Well, anyways, I think we are done with the news updates. What are you doing? Leave it on. I mean, don't you want to listen to something else? I know he's pranking us. I'm going to play along with him. I'd rather not know. What do you mean? We could be missing important information that could help us, maybe. Yeah, well, there's a reason to say ignorance is bliss. I don't know, seems pretty intense. But like you guys said, right? There's no Ripper, so we have nothing to worry about. Even if the Ripper isn't real, there is an actual axe-wielding murderer on the loose. That's a problem. Should we go get Jessica? She's out there by herself. Are you guys talking about me? Oh no, I don't want to go like this. Jessica? Stay calm. Okay, everyone, remain calm. This may just be a big misunderstanding. What, you're gonna convince me it isn't the only one here? You're gonna convince me it isn't the only one here holding the murder weapon? Sure. Oops. Chances are Jessica just went for a hike and found the axe without getting hacked by the actual murderer. Makes sense. Oh, there's blood on it. Why is she holding it like that? That's such a weird way to hold an axe. That axe is evidence. This axe is made of rubber. So you can tenderize our meat before using the real axe? No, it's the kind you buy for a Halloween costume. Sure it is. That's exactly what an axe murderer would say. The music stopped. What happened to the radio? Did you turn it off, Robert? No. Maybe Jessica killed the news anchor so he couldn't reveal any more information about her. Yeah, she did that in like 2 minutes. Ugh, really? Wait, it's not even on the radio setting. It's playing a tape. What? Robert's prank diary, October 30th. I've been planting the seed in everyone's mind about the Little Ripper all school year. I really did my research on this one. Read at least half a book and watched a ton of movies. That's weird. I'll just don't touch the stereo. Tomorrow my mission is to get everyone thinking about the Little Ripper, provide hard facts, use science to back up my claims. Make sure not to take it too far. If I had one criticism of my last few pranks, it would be that I wasn't subtle enough. Get your cousin to do the voice for the new anchor. He did that one commercial for that sandwich place, so he's pretty much a professional actor. Yep, I knew he sounded familiar. Don't forget to get a good axe prop. Not a kitty Halloween axe. Or some hollow one that's gonna flop around and give up the goods. But a higher quality, full size. Oh, and note to self, get more blank tapes. You don't want to have to record over this one. It's important to have this audio record to look back on your best pranks. Guess you forgot to get more tapes. Robert! Oh, I have to be like, you got me! Good one. You really got me. Yeah, really great. You have anything to say for yourself? Don't be afraid. The prankster strikes again. Guys, I get the sense that everyone's a little tense. That's on me. Let me try that again with a little more feeling. Don't be afraid. The prankster strikes again. Yeah, woo! I'm mirroring your energy. Ah! What happened? Why are the lights out? It's like a power outage or something. Robert, can this prank be over now? I didn't turn off the lights. Shut up. Yeah, please stop. I'm serious, guys. I swear I didn't do that. I don't believe you. He didn't mention it in his prank diary. Is this another layer of the prank? Honestly, I kinda wish. That would be genius. But no, I can't take credit for a prank I didn't commit. That's against the prankster code of conduct. Oh, it's in grid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you seeing this? There's someone looking out. There's someone looking. There's someone looking into the window. I'm trying to be better at doing voices. I'm not great. Robert, I swear to God, this isn't funny anymore. It was never funny. Finally, something we can agree on. I didn't do this. I don't know who that is. What do we do? Someone has to go and investigate. What? I'll do it. I'm not scared. Yeah, neither am I. Yeah, sure. I'm not going in for this macho bullshit. I'm not going to pretend I'm not terrified. What do we do? Someone has to go. What? Haven't you ever seen a horror movie in your whole entire life? One person, alone, going to check outside? That's a recipe for Axe City. Fine, 2 people go. I'll go. What? 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 Whatever. Jessica, why are you here? I don't know what came over me. I just said the words without thinking. My heart was racing. I find courage when everyone else is freaking out. Like, I'm an introvert, but if I'm with someone who's even more introverted than me, I suddenly become an extrovert. I'll do it for you. I'll take the fall for you. Don't worry. No one wants to go? I'll go. Fine, whatever. It was one of those moments where everyone was looking at me expectantly. Everyone was looking at me expectantly. And I had no idea why I had said what I'd said. Well, someone has to and no one wants to, then fine, I'll do it. Things were going all blurry as the awkward silence seemed to stretch on and on. I remember thinking like, this is ridiculous. I'm having a panic attack over this. I had to do something. I had to say something. I know this moment wasn't what I made the plan for, but I was panicking. Oh no. What was the plan again? Being bold. So I said screw it and went for it. It was time to be bold. I'm not going to sit around and wait for the Ripper to get us. Ugh, there's no little Ripper. Fine, maybe Matt isn't real. But I'm going out there and kicking whatever is out there's butt. If it has a butt. If it doesn't, I'll find something else to kick. Hopefully an equally embarrassing place on its body. Wow. Yeah. If we're going out there, then I'm coming with you. I'm big and hairy. I can be pretty intimidating if the situation demands. No way, you need someone who knows how these demons think. I studied them for my prank, but I can also use that knowledge for good. Forget them, Stella. You don't need a brave fool trying to prove themselves. You need someone who's going to get the fuck out with you when the shit hits the fan. You're the only one who was like, I'm actually terrified, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not. I don't know, I feel like I would go with one of the guys who was like, I'm not afraid. I'm not gonna force you to go if I know you're terrified. Come on, Stella. Who's it going to be? I'll go with Robert because I'm doing a Robert run, but honestly, I personally would go with Taylor because he is intimidating, or with Day because I know it's Ingrid. I saw her in the window, but Stella didn't see her, she doesn't know it's Ingrid. I'm gonna go with Robert just to spend some alone time with him. They're so awkward. Robert, be straight with me. Is this part of the prank? No, I swear to you. I didn't think the Ripper could be real. You think it's the Ripper? Who else could it be? There's literally no other explanation. After he said that, I believed Robert that it wasn't a prank anymore. I remember getting a chill then, and I instinctively stood a little closer to him. Listen, Stella, I know how this goes. What do you mean? I've seen enough slasher films to predict how this will end up. I want to pretend that I'm the heroic smooth boy that takes the monster down a peg before getting ripped apart. But not so ripped apart that he doesn't get a cool dying word in there. But I'm just lying to myself. What are you talking about? I'm not him. I'm the lovable doofus whose timely jokes can double as cheap jump scares before the monster is revealed. And now it's my time to get got by the Ripper. Robert, can't you see? This is the point where the Joker gets sacrificed to signal to the audience that the good times are over. No more jokes or pranks, just teen after teen, torn apart in more and more creative and interesting ways. It could be awesome if it wasn't actually happening to us. What he said scared me a bit, but it also made me sad. Is that how he really felt about himself? You need to get out of there, Stella, right now. Robert, can't you see it? I'm definitely one of the first to go, but you have the potential to go all the way to the end. Yeah, final girl. The quiet, shy girl, good looking but doesn't know it or flaunt it. You could be the final girl, Stella. I had a lot of trouble figuring out if Robert was just being nice or just joking, but then it seemed like he was really flirting with me. I'm so not used to getting this much attention. I didn't know what to say. I'll draw the Ripper's axe away from you, but you have to leave me here. Run, Stella. Come on, Robert, you're being ridiculous. I'm not going anywhere. Really? Really? We can fight whatever comes at us, whether it's the little Ripper or a meteor. A meteor plummeting to Earth. I got you. Wow, Stella. Let's go together then. Is he holding me? Come and get us, Ripper. I'm not afraid anymore. This is how I always imagined I'd go. Well, this or breaking my neck doing a stunt. I I don't know how and I ended up in Robert's arms, but it happened. He was smiling at me with his big, toothy smile. I must have been cold out there in the autumn wind. But he's a lizard, so he also has cold blood, yeah. I remember thinking, wasn't there something I was supposed to do in this situation? But looking at him, I forgot about my plan to be bold. I forgot about the Ripper and ley lines and everything else. Oh. Everything faded, and it was like we were the only two beings left in the whole universe. Meanwhile, the whole group is in the dark, like, are they dead? I had a thought just then. I wondered what his dinosaur lips would feel like on mine. And before I knew it, I was moving in to find out. Ah! Then we heard a scream from inside the house. And it's day now? It's not night anymore? Did you hear that? It came from inside the house. I felt disappointment wash over me then. If only the scream had happened a moment later. But I was still kinda numb from shock when we headed back inside. Like, were we actually just about to... But I barely had any time to even think about it. I'm freaking sorry, okay? What's happening? Oh, okay, I guess she's like, oh, Stella isn't going for a day. So I was being a bitch for no reason. I'm sorry. There was someone in here with us. Suddenly the lights came on again. And we all stood looking at the writing on the wall. I've been marked for death. It's not blood. What else could it be? It's not blood. How do you know? I recognize the smell anywhere. It's barbecue sauce. Little spicy signature blend. Why would the Ripper... My dude, you made him up. Why do you think it's him? Why would the Ripper cover my parents' basement and everybody's favorite summertime marinade? The Ripper didn't do this. It was Ingrid. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh man, my parents are gonna be pissed. That's just impossible to wash off. Robert, relax, it's gonna be fine. What? Like, your parents wouldn't be upset if you got barbecue sauce all over your house? I don't think he has parents anymore. I'm sorry, everybody. This is all my fault. I should go. What, really? It's fine, Dave. We can just clean it up. Yeah, I didn't mean to lose it like that. It's fine, really. No, it's not fine. I'm sorry. I just need to leave. That's all. I guess I'll go too. Tay, now you're bailing? I'm not bailing, it's just the night's over. Alright, well, if the night's over, it's over. It doesn't have to be over. Everyone's leaving, so I can stay and help clean up. You don't have to do that. Yeah, we got it. What if you need supplies or whatever? I mean, since you don't have your car, and you can't borrow your parents' car, it's just... I can go out and get stuff for you. I don't need to drive anywhere, I mean, in a car. It's fine, Stella, we got this under control. I don't trust you, Jessica. Don't try to steal my man. Robert? Yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay. Not a fan of that. And it ended just like that. It was like, once we all knew there was no supernatural axe murderer after us, all the excitement suddenly seemed kinda small and insignificant. Ingrid's message seemed to snap us all back to reality. It was almost like the moment between Robert and I never happened. I mean, we mostly acted like that after. I didn't know how to bring it up again. Maybe he really didn't like it? Maybe the almost kiss was all in my head? I was so nervous I made a mistake that I never mentioned it again. I didn't know what would happen next, but before I knew it, it was winter break and I was about to find out. Holiday blues. I could tell that everyone was still in the funk from what happened at Robert's place, but I wasn't going to let one awkward night ruin what we had going. With the winter break happening, I thought there were plenty of opportunities to cheer everyone up. I'd always loved the holidays ever since I was a kid. Of course, it was my second favorite time of the year after the summer, of course. Me and my dad would always celebrate by making the best hot chocolate, watching holiday specials, building a gingerbread house. I've never made a gingerbread house. I should try that sometime. I've never liked Christmas movies, so let's go with a good hot chocolate. We'd celebrate by making the richest, most chocolatey hot chocolate ever. We used real chocolate and frothed the milk too. I'd always crash after a sugar rush, only to wake up on the couch with my dad asleep in his chair. We used to go to Grandma's place too, and she'd cook us the same dinner she used to eat when she was a kid. That was weird. Vareniki, these tasty little veggie dumplings, and gutia, which is like a sort of grainy stuffing. Then her and Dad would go into the den to talk. Now that I think of it, they were probably getting drunk. And I'd go outside to make snow angels. But this year it was all different. Yeah, I knew I'd have to make new traditions. It was going to be hard, but I was determined to get everyone filled up with good old holiday spirit. How? Do you really need to ask? Obviously, I had some incredibly uninspired plan that would inevitably go wrong. I don't want to tell you what it was, because this one is embarrassing. You should stop making plans. This is terrible. Fine, I was going to sing. Do you really need to know what song? The song was... God, let's go with a freestyle song. These are all very cringe. Yeah, but I think a freestyle song would be even more cringe. Well, it was nothing. No, I mean it. I just kind of made the song up on the spot. Yeah, I guess you could call it freestyling, but that's pretty generous. Whatever, the point is, I didn't want to let our group fall apart. And I wanted to fix whatever went wrong with Robert. So the day before winter break, I showed up fully intending to get everyone pumped. But it turned out that Robert was kinda already there. Man, the snow. I can't wait to get out there. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think a lizard or dinosaur would like the snow. They are cold-blooded. They would love summer, not winter. It finally really dumped on us. What? What? I feel like you might want to rephrase that. What? We got dumped on? Whatever, man. I'm fine with getting dumped on. If I got dumped on every day this winter, I'd take it like the champ I am. You're killing me. You're killing me. Would you look at it out there? All that fresh powder just waiting for me to glide over top of it like a gliding glider thing. At last, I'll be in my natural habitat, a ski and snowboard resort. Well, yippee for you. Sorry, are you okay? My midterms were, disappointing, I guess. Oh no, I thought I had everything under control. Yeah, well, I guess I told myself that this year I'd finally have some fun in high school, and that's affected your grades? I think so. I screwed up. Now I'm down a whole grade point average. I should have kept my nose to the grindstone. But no. I let a bunch of distractions ruin my chances of... Wait, no. I didn't mean that you're distractions. That's pretty much what she said, though. It's okay, Day. I think we all get it. We're all having a kind of shitty time right now. What? I thought you'd be psyched right now, Taylor. Yeah, well... Why? What's going on? He's got a gig. I'm concerned about him. Oh, that's... Are you worried that you're not ready? I don't know. You got plenty of time to practice. What's the gig? Alright, I'll let you two in on it too, because you're the coolest. Oh, stop. Yeah, stop. But listen, you can't tell anyone yet. I wanna announce it my way. Raptor Sun style. Just tell us. Okay, okay. I'm throwing an end of the year party. A party? Like a party party? That's right, wizard. A legit more than 5-person party. I can't believe it. Believe it. So wait, is that a gig? Heck yeah, it is! I've been planning this party in my head for a while now, and then I was chilling with Brandon. Well, I guess more like I was just buying weed from him. And it hit me. You and him have a band. It took a while for that one to sink in, huh? No, I mean, of course I knew that, but I didn't know how important that fact was. Like, to the party, right? So I said to Brandon, dude, what would you say if I told you I was throwing a party? And he was all like, I wouldn't care. Sounds like Brandon. But then I was all, well, what if I told you that I want Guttural Bunch to play at it? Wait, your band's name is Guttural Bunch? We haven't settled on the name yet. He's blushing. Brandon said that's the name. Yeah, well, it's not. Whatever, the point is, he said yes. This should be good news, and this should be good news. We're gonna have a party. Taylor's band is playing, and we're on flipping winter break. We should celebrate. My place, 9 o'clock. Yeah. See, wizard is in. Well, I can't. Really? Come on, it's the holidays. I have to study. You have to study? For what? I asked if I could get some extra credit to boost my average. I'm sure it's not that bad. Did you not hear me before? Yeah, heard you. Your grades were disappointing. But disappointing for days like an A- instead of an A+. Whatever, like you would know. Seriously, it is winter break though. Does that mean you're in, Taylor? Come on, you owe me, man. You got a sweet-ass gig. I got you a sweet-ass gig. To play at your party. Your point? I never asked you to get me a gig either. That's how good a friend I am. You didn't even have to. Ugh. Taylor is going through some shit. I think he's having a fight with Brandon, and I think his parents are dead or something. Maybe I don't know if they even existed. I don't know. I don't know. I've never met his parents. Every time we talk about them, he's like, he's super evasive. Jeez, I didn't realize coming to my place was such a struggle for you. Yeah, Taylor. Wait, you said you weren't going either. Yeah, but at least I have a reason. They were starting to fight. It was going all wrong. This was supposed to be the start of it all turning around. Don't tell me you're gonna start singing. Getting back to normal. Hey guys. Yeah. What's up? My dad won't be home for the holidays. We deserve to have fun. Spending the holidays with my friends. We deserve to have fun. We haven't hung out in a while, and school... Well, we made it halfway, right? We survived this long. I say we do it. I say we celebrate at Robert's tonight. Alright, wizard, nice speech. I guess, if you want to do it, I'm in. Day? Studying can wait. There we go. And so it seemed like my plan was back on track. Everyone was going to get together at Robert's place that night. At that time, I thought that meant that the group was going to be okay again. So with that stress off my back, I could focus on getting myself that smooch. On the way from school that day, I noticed just how peaceful and pretty Lidl can look in the winter. So, the way I see it, if you really want to smooch Robert, and he's like, hey, let's have a party, and all your friends are like, nah, I don't want to go, I'd be like, we can just hang out the two of us and have a smooch, you know? Why did she convince our friends to go if she wanted to be alone with him to smooch him? And then she's gonna have to make a plan to make her friends leave so she can be alone with Robert. Like, why go through all of that? Just be like, hey, Robert, let's hang out together and smooch a little bit. We can make out, have some fun, just the two of us, eh? Why did she invite her? Why did she convince her friends to go if all she wanted was to smooch? Anyway. I noticed just how peaceful and pretty Lidl can look in the winter. It simultaneously put me in the holiday spirit and made me feel pretty lonely. So I went to the supplier of holiday cheer and Christmas spirit. The thing that unequivocally, oh my god, I've never had to say that word out loud before, unequivocally tells you how to feel. And now back to the holiday special of everyone's favorite sitcom, Buddies. I thought Friends. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it back from the studio in time, honey. I picked something up for you on the way over though. I really hope you like your present. I'm sorry you'll have to wait to open it. I'll be back the day after Boxing Day, promise. Love you, Dad. Listen to messages. Hey Stella, so I guess now that it's the holidays, you won't be seeing each other. At school, I mean. Well, anyway, I've got a band practice tonight and Brandon wants us to be Oh? Are they getting back together? Able to focus, but if you want to talk or something, give me a call. Okay, talk to you soon. Hi, so I'm Day, calling for Stella. Okay, I'm just wondering if you want to talk. School today was... and then my midterms. Anyways, give me a call if you want to talk. Bye. I hate that I can only call one person though, because they all seem to, like, need a friend. And I hate that I have to be like, I'm not talking to you. I'm flirting with Robert. I'm too busy to talk to my friends who clearly need someone to listen to talk to. Wizard, what's up with everyone right now, am I right? School's out, 2 weeks of freedom. And it's a sweet day for grabbing your board and diving into some fresh powder. What else could you ask for? Except maybe a call from you, Wizard. Call me. Like, he's the only one who's not having any issues, any, like, life problems, and I'm the one I'm gonna call. If it was real life, I would call the friends first. Because boyfriend is fine. Tony, I told you to watch the dog. I did watch it. First I watched it rip up the couch. Then I watched it go to the bathroom on the rug. Now I'm watching it eat your turkey roast. Christmas is ruined and it's all your fault. Oh no, that's a pickle. Classic TV. Let's go upstairs. Oh, I got a new one. But where's my... Okay, episode 4, yeah? Okay. Something inside I can't describe. When I can't find the thing that made me fearless. Comes crashing down inside, but strangely it was silent, slow and hard to find, and the fear of being fearless eats me up inside, like fire or maybe like ice, frozen in the headlights. Every time I try to find that feeling of being fearless, trapped somewhere inside, I don't get it. Window. That day in my window, I thought about Robert. He's just the same fun guy that he always is. When everyone is down, he's there to try to keep the energy up. Sure, sometimes that means he ends up looking oblivious, but other times, his positivity can be infectious. But I guess it can also feel like he's not being real. It feels wrong to want someone to... not be happy. And I'm honestly glad he's having a good time right now, but at the same time, everyone has their problems, right? It's more like you don't want him to not be happy, you just want him to open up about his problems. Because he is acting like he doesn't have any problems. I just want to be there for him. Let's call him. Hello? Hey Robert, it's Stella. Hello? Robert, can you hear me? Hello? Oh god, now something's up with my phone. Robert, if you can't hear me, I'm gonna call back on my dad's phone. Wait, Stella, don't hang up. Robert? Yeah, I could hear you. Yeah, it was a terrible prank. Like, the entire time? Yeah. Gotcha. I guess. Okay, not one of my best pranks, admitted. I'm not sure if it even qualifies as a prank. It's more like a light goof. Man, have I really sunk to that level? No, it was... I take it back, it was a great prank. Stop lying, girl. Stella, I'm not one of those people who can't handle constructive criticism. Does it hurt? Sure. Every word is like a dagger stabbing into my fragile heart. But I endure. I face it head on. Soul laid bare to the cruel world. Why, you ask? Because that's what it takes to be a great artist. You know, you have a weird way with words. Like good weird or bad weird? Great weird. Whew. Well, I guess I never really thought about it. Like, I know that I give more speeches than most people do, and I like to throw in some $5 words every once in a while, but I don't know what to say. Thanks. You're welcome. Honestly, I just enjoy listening to you go off on some tangent. You get so passionate. I think that's why you're such a good poet. Oh, I'm not that good. Okay, so you can handle criticism but not compliments? Noted. You got me. I guess I've been thinking about my poetry and like why I do it, or why I kept writing it. I guess when it was the off season and I couldn't snowboard, I told myself that I was only writing because I wasn't able to do the thing I love most. So you wrote about it, like in that poem you gave me. I really liked that one. It made me feel like I understood why you love snowboarding so much. Thanks. Better. It feels nice to be able to put to words how I feel about stuff. I'm not always the best at doing that. What do you mean? Like how I really feel, not just jokes and bragging. Oh, there's this line from my favorite poem. Let them laugh, let them see your smile, then write to make you cry. So when you write, you can do the same thing you do with your pranks and jokes, but it can be more personal. Maybe that's why you do it? I don't know. It doesn't matter anyways. Now that it's snowboarding season, I'll be too busy tearing up the slopes to find time for poems. Really? Heck yeah, I'm so psyched right now. Speaking of which, I gotta go get ready. Oh, okay. Bye, Robert. Bye, wizard. Even though everyone seemed to be feeling a bit better, well, good enough to want to hang out again anyway, I still wanted to do something special for Robert. I wanted to give him something special that showed I really knew him. I'm usually spot on with presents, so I was pretty confident that he was going to love what I got him. I was just finishing up wrapping Robert's gift and getting ready to go to his house early to give it to him when I got a call from Jessica, of all people. She told me she needed my help. She said it was about Robert. Thanks again, Stella. I would have gone myself, but my mom was at work, so I couldn't borrow her car. I didn't know who else to call. I'm glad you called. Ugh, why are you so nice? You have every right to hate me. I don't hate you. Sure you don't. I'm just annoyed that you're so rude all the time and I don't know why, but I don't hate you. Really, I don't. Sure, you've been mean to me a few times, but it doesn't mean I hate you for it. I just feel like I need to explain why I've been such a killjoy. That's not the word I would use. I'm listening. Me and Robert have been friends for like ever. Our families are so close that when his moved here, mine followed. So we're like basically brother and sister, you know? Oh, yeah, more like little brother, big sister. Actually, he's always been so fearless, reckless. Sure, it's really cool when he does some amazing stunt or a cake stand or something. But I'm the one who sees him limping the next day. I'm the one taking care of him when he's vomiting after drinking too much. And you know what? I used to just shut up and deal with it. Because it's just Robert, right? That was before his accident. His accident? He's not allowed to drive. I thought maybe he just didn't get his license or something and was embarrassed about it, but... yeah, there's a reason he needs you to give him a ride to school. And it's not that his car is in the shop or whatever bullshit he says. What happened? So, last summer, Okay, so he's always been a reckless driver, but before last summer, he kinda kept it together, somewhat. I guess it was just a matter of time before he pushed it too far. Jessica, you're killing me. Oh, right. So on his way home from my house, it was flying down the road. Did he kill Ingrid? At what the local cop said must have been over 120 kilometers when a deer jumped onto the road. He swerved and apparently his car rolled 3 times before it came to stop. Oh my god. He broke his pelvis in 3 places, but honestly he was lucky. It could have been a lot worse. He could have died, I know. You know Robert though. It was all what doesn't kill you makes you doper. But really, he was embarrassed. He got his own cast off before school so that nobody could see him in it. Isn't that bad? Yeah. It wasn't even fully healed when he took you dirt biking. Oh, so that's why he was so mad. He still thinks he's invincible. You'd think that after almost dying he'd, I don't know, change? When I saw him hanging out with you, I thought it was because he was using you as a way to escape. I wouldn't let him forget about his accident. But you didn't know about it, so he could just go back to being carefree Robert around you. But honestly, I think he really likes you. I don't, really? Since you two have been hanging out, he's different. In a good way. Oh, that's good? But now, I have no idea what's going on. He just called me saying he needed a ride from the ski hill. He wouldn't tell me why or what happened. It's not like him to want to stop snowboarding this early. Do you think he's hurt? Yeah, probably. I don't know. Maybe he realized that he's not healed yet and he hurt himself. We'll be there soon. Thanks, Stella. No problem. And Stella, yes? I'm sorry. Even with all this shit going on between me and Robert, I still shouldn't have been mean to you. It's okay. The rest of the way there, Jessica was a nervous wreck. But when he finally picked up Robert, her attitude changed. He got in the car without saying a word. I'd never seen him so quiet. But other than that, he looked fine. So you're really just going to sit there like nothing's wrong? What happened? Robert? Nothing. Nothing happened, okay? Bullshit. What? I said this is bullshit. Oh, really? Yeah, really. Maybe he got into a fight with his friends or something. You call me out of nowhere asking for a ride, you don't tell me why or what's wrong. So me and Stella drive for like 2 hours, worrying the whole way, and now you're telling me nothing's wrong? Would you rather there be something wrong? What? No. You know what? I think you would. You're being ridiculous. No, I think you want me to be all fucked up. So you can baby me, or say I told you so or something. Ugh, I don't believe you. Yeah, well... you can tell us what happened. Right? Something must have happened. The important thing is that Robert is okay. I agree. But I feel like you should open up to us and tell us. Maybe he wouldn't want to say it in front of her because he knows she's going to say, I told you so, and he doesn't want to hear that right now, so... the important thing is Robert is okay. We were worried, but it's okay because you're fine. Yeah, you're fine, huh, Robert? Pretty satisfied with yourself right now? Whatever. Ha, sure, whatever. You know what? I'm done worrying about you for good. Great. We spent the rest of the drive back to town in silence. When it was time to drop off Jessica, she said goodbye to me, but not Robert. Then it was just me and him. He was still so quiet. Ah, he's in the front. I was wondering if he was still in the back. But they took the time to make another drawing so we could see him in the front. I appreciated that. Are you okay? Yeah, look, I'm sorry I made you drive all the way over there to pick me up. I didn't think Jessica was going to ask you to come. She, told me about your accident. Ugh, of course she did. It's okay though. I'm not going to judge you or anything. Really, I'm just worried. Well, more like I'm disappointed that you didn't trust me and tell me. Not necessarily worried. I'm gonna say kinda. Kinda worried, hey? Look, you don't have to be worried. I'm fine. I just wasn't... I needed to get out of there. That's all. Why? Just cause... I don't know. Did someone say something? Did something feel off? Were you scared? Don't ask him that. He's gonna be like, what? No. I'm not scared. I'm fearless. Did something feel off? Like at the lake? It's okay, you know, maybe you just weren't feeling it tonight. I was feeling it though. I was psyched. Everything was just like I remembered. But then I got to the top of the hill and I was scared. I don't really want to talk about it. We almost arrived at his place when I remembered I still had his present in the car. I figured, what did I have to lose? He was already in the worst mood. There was nowhere to go but up. Hey, I know this might be weird timing, but I got you something. It's a book of poetry. I don't know if I'll even keep writing. Oh, really? I thought you could, I don't know, get inspired or something. I even wrote your favorite line from your favorite poem on the inside of the cover. Let them laugh, let them see your smile. And then write to make you cry. Wow, you remembered. Of course I did. That was close. Look, this is nice and all, but I think I'm done with poetry. Oh. We pulled up to his house and he just got out of the car. Neither of us said a word. I wasn't sure if I even wanted to go to Robert's place after what happened, but my determination to smooth things over and get everyone and the holiday spirit won over. When I went inside, I realized everyone else was already there. Everyone was dead silent. Were they talking about me? Were they fighting again? I wasn't really that awkward between everyone. Oh, great. So, here we all are. Anyone else really feeling the holiday spirit right now? Ugh, yeah, not really. Robert wouldn't look me in the eye. Dude, what? I honestly couldn't believe he was okay having everyone over still. He was just sitting there, as if nothing had even happened. There was so much I wanted to say, but I couldn't find the words. And I started thinking that maybe it was a mistake coming there after all. But since I was there, I tried to make the best of it. Don't start singing. So, does anyone have any fun holiday traditions? Ugh, what a lousy question. The holidays? Yeah, it's all commercialized. Companies just take people's religious practices and boil them to buy this thing. It becomes meaningless to the point where even people who aren't religious celebrate a generic holiday season. That way there's more people to sell to. Wow, it's a silly tradition, Taylor, not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy, it's a fact. I never said it was a conspiracy. Man, don't you two like anything? Are you really too cool for the holidays? Us? Too cool? You're the jock. They were starting to fight again. I'm not a jock. And what does being a jock have to do with liking the holidays? Jocks are the default male in high school society. You're a normie. Me? A normie? I'm a raptor, in case you haven't noticed. I had to do something to stop them. And I'm a fairy. He's a Bigfoot. Your weirdness doesn't mean shit in Ladle. Come on, I think I still stick out a little. I did what I had to. I started singing. And I went freestyle with it. That was my plan after all. When the snowman waves hello, when you've got some good snow, give the gifts of a hot cup of joe, or a different gift, just let me know. Maybe we just need a bit of the good stuff. Robert? Huh? Beer? Oh, we're out. Really? Yeah. What's up with you, man? Nothing. Why? And where's Jess? Wasn't she supposed to come? Maybe we should talk about something else. She's busy. Right, Robert? What's it to you, Dave? Why are you on my case anyways? I'm not on your case. You're just acting weird. Am I? How? Well, you practically drag us over here, and then it's like you don't want to even hang out. I don't know what you're talking about. It's just no booze, no big speech or even decorations. That's really unlike you. Well, I'm sorry that I didn't put on some big production this one time. And I didn't drag you here, okay? I told you I had work to catch up on, but you just dismissed that as me being a nerd or something. It's winter break. How beyond could Daylily possibly be in school? You don't know shit about what I've got going on. How could I know? Every time I hang out, I have to convince you two to actually do it. It's exhausting. Hey, leave me out of it. Yep, classic Taylor. You act like you always want to be left alone all the time, but then what? Why are you here? Yeah, why come and hang out with us just to act like it's some nuisance? Whatever, this is bullshit. Why are you coming after me now, Day? Maybe I'm just sick of everyone's shit. Hey, guys. Hey, I'm not the one who forced you to come here, remember? Oh, now I forced you to come here? Guys, you two were plenty happy to come here and drink my booze and use my house before. But now the one time I don't make it super easy for you, it's like I kidnapped you or something. Guys, you just assumed everyone wants to do what you want to do. Maybe not everyone wants to party all the time. Maybe you should ask if I want to do something before telling everyone I'm doing it. It doesn't want to do the gig. Guys? She just left? You know that feeling when you're hovering between being there in a moment and losing yourself in your own head? I was in the car driving away from Robert's house, but I was also still there in the middle of them fighting. I was still with Robert after picking him up from snowboarding. I was still at my grandma's funeral, wondering why I couldn't cry like I should have. It felt like I'd lost it. That thing, whatever it was that was making me try still. Whatever made me make those ridiculous goals and plans. It all felt so hopeless now. I felt so immature. I'm not this person. I'm not the kind of person who has friends or a boyfriend. I thought I was, but look what happens when I try. That's not on you, girl. Everyone has issues. Episode 6, The Real Party. I wish I could say that after the winter break we came back to school and started hanging out again. That we worked things out and everything went back to normal. But that didn't happen. We see each other in the halls and even say hi, but it was like there was this distance between us. It hurt the most when Robert and I stopped hanging out. When we would pass in the halls, he would still say hey, but it wasn't the same. He used to be so excited to hang out, leave funny messages on my answering machine. But not so much anymore. Now he was hanging out with his old snowboarding buddies, really. And it's like nothing ever happened between us. Even that time when we were alone outside his place. Now it felt like ages ago. And since neither of us was going to acknowledge it, it might as well have never happened. I felt just like when I lived in the city again. Like when I had a falling out with my friend. I tried to kiss my old crush. I got ditched. I had a falling out with my old friend. We were at this concert with my dad and we ran into some other kids from school. They made fun of us and called us babies. I could tell it really bothered her. For a while, we still talked here and there, but eventually we stopped. My cat is licking her own butthole and she's like taking up a lot of space. Like I'm in the way. Girl, you can do this literally anywhere else. Why? Okay. And then it was like she hated me. So I started hating her. I don't even know why. No, this time there was no plan or goal to win them back. It seemed like every plan I made just ended up blowing up in my face, so instead I made a rule. I was never going to make a plan again. Yep, that's right. I was living on the edge. I mean, when your plans are this bad, you might as well stop. Just stop. Don't make plans anymore. Well, yeah, but if I didn't make a plan or a goal, then there was no way it could go wrong. Do you see what my logic was? So, yep, that was a plan. Then one morning, about a month before the last day of school, I found the note from my dad on the fridge. Stella, you okay? Oh, hey. I'm okay. You sure? You look kinda tragically unhip. No, I was gonna say bummed. Yeah, well, I just got some, my dad left me this, note. I haven't been avoiding you. Spending time with the boys? You're just spending time with the boys, right? You mean the guys? Yeah, I guess I am. I thought you didn't like them. I never said that. I like them, it's just I wanna hang out with. And then suddenly we were interrupted by Day and Taylor. It was so awkward. Oh, hey. So, I guess this is it then, what? You know, graduation is next week, so... Right, goodbye, Little High. I know, right? We should all do something. Like what? Well, I was gonna throw one last huge end-of-the-year bash. Oh, that's still happening? Yeah, I thought so. Next weekend. You're still playing, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. It's been a while since we agreed to that. Okay. What about you, Day? You still in? Yeah, I may have an appointment with the guidance counselor then. On the weekend? Really? Yep, kinda last minute, so... Well, shit. Alright then. We kinda fell into this awkward silence again, and I felt this was my perfect chance to tell them my news. But everyone was so down. I couldn't stand to bring the moon down any further. Oh, we're moving. Stella, are you gonna go? To what? Robert's party. Just tell him. Oh, you know what? No worries. I'll probably just go see doing with the guys at Zach's cottage anyways. Why did you interrupt me? So I guess this is it then. Yeah, I guess. Maybe I'll see you around? Yeah, maybe. Just do it. I'm moving. No way, like, for real? Yeah, I found out from a terrible note my dad left for me this morning. Damn. When are you moving? Basically right after school ends. Oh. My dad's mentioned that he might not want to stay here, but I guess I didn't think he was serious, or like actually going to sell my grandma's house. Yeah, that's harsh. I figured we had at least the rest of the summer. Everyone was pretty shocked. I couldn't bear to look at any of them, especially Robert. I knew that if I did, I might have started crying for real. Well, everyone knows what this means, right? Huh? The party's gotta happen now. Seriously? I've never been more serious. There's no way I'm gonna let Stella get through high school unpartied. Right. So the party's back on? You bet, wizard. Hearing him call me that again lifted my spirits way up then. And you all had better be there. Yeah, we gotta give Stella the send-off she deserves. Right, Taylor? I'll be there. For sure. Cool. I mean, thanks. Awesome, it's settled. I'm inviting everyone I know. Getting all the kegs on ladle. Everyone you know, you say? It's gonna be a total rager. Right. No better way to have a meaningful goodbye than inviting half of Ladle High to a Robert Raptor son rager. Sounds intense. Okay, everyone, I need you all to listen up. Yes, coach. This could very well be the last time we have together. And Sir Robert of the Holy Rail refuses to let things die so easily, especially the bond of a round table so righteous. It is on all of us to see this end of the year bash through, to see it through for Wizard and everyone we've ever known. I'm getting tired of talking and it shows. my throat is starting to hurt. For we will be fondly remembered by all who had the privilege of joining our bash. Cool, no pressure. Taylor, with your awe-inspiring tunes, you will sing our triumphs for all to hear. Sure, or, stick to the setlist too. Day, you will bring your wise eyes and sharp wit to see everyone through to the end of the night. We'll see how sharp my wit will be after a few beers. And I will bravely host a party at Manor Raptorson, providing munchies, kegs, and weed for all. Cool. What should I do? My fair lady, just bring yourself, a party attitude, and ice. We do actually need ice. We have the biggest truck, so... Alright, on it. So now you know what to do. See you all at my place this weekend. For sure. Yes, sir. Yeah, see ya. You're still not done? That was a dirty butthole. Somehow, Robert managed to turn it all around and get everyone together for this party again. I was so nervous and excited to make it a good time. I kept thinking about what ice to bring. How much would we need? 1 bag or 3? Cubed or crushed? Regular? Slow melting? When I got home from school that Friday, I knew I would have to mentally prepare myself. You know that feeling that if you don't do something, time will just stand still? That day after school, I just sat there, staring at the TV, hoping that if I just did that and nothing else, time itself would stop. And maybe I wouldn't have to move, I wouldn't have to leave Ladle. Why local residents are thinking of leaving Ladle, coming up. We're moving! Finally, we'll have more time together and see friends in the city. We've got a super deal on the house and we can finally leave this boring town. Can't wait! Love, Dad. You know, Dad, if you spend more time with me, you would know that I didn't want to move. Listen to messages. Hello, Mr. Starosta, this is Ian. I'm calling in regard to the Reynolds offer on the house. The Reynolds are happy to settle for the original asking price, but have a few stipulations. Please call me back at this number at your earliest convenience. Congratulations! If there are any questions or concerns regarding the sign-off, please let me know. Thanks and have a lovely day. Hey, Wizard! So, the party's later tonight at 8. I'm expecting you there. And, I was thinking maybe it would be cool if we hung out later. You know, just the two of us. Anyways, your call. Oh yeah, and give me a call too. If you feel like talking. If not, then I'll see you at the party. Hey Stella. I don't know why I keep leaving messages on here. If you wanna call me, just call me. I mean, sorry, that came out wrong. I definitely want to hear from you, if you want to talk about stuff. So, call me anytime. Okay, bye. Stella! She didn't react. Everything's so wild right now, am I right? I'm here if you wanna, you know, talk about anything. If not, I understand. I'll just see you at Robert's party later. Sorry. Okay, later. Yeah, I feel bad about not calling my friends, but... Welcome to another beautiful spring day in Little Ontario. Today in Little Weekly, local Mayor Austin Pennington plans to start construction on a new housing subdivision in the North Bay region. After the highway expansion deal came through last month, the Little Treasury is optimistic about the financial benefits this will bring to the small town. Hopefully, the predicted budget will be able to cover road repairs and an upgrade to the local community and recreation center. However, some of the locals voice concern over possible scrutiny from the wider Ontario population that the highway may bring with it and what this means for their more reclusive residents. More updates to follow along with the North Bay regional weather forecast after these messages. That day in my window, I thought about Robert. It's been so long since I've heard from Robert. But when he talked to me in the halls again the other day, I felt my stomach flip-flop. It's weird that he still has that effect on me. I can't tell if I like it or not, but I know that now my time here in Little is short, so I want to say something to him. I should do it soon. Oh. You're leaving? You can do it. Yeah, good girl. Oh my god. Important. Tell yourself, get better, work harder, be stronger, have the guts to make the right call. Keep my eye on the ball, not stall. You will make it when things crash down. Split on the ground, bleed out, forget my fear. Leave it at the door, ignore it, push forward. Break free, do more, do something important. Okay. So I got 5 out of 7. I'm in chapter 6 now. Will I be... Because I read that there are 7 chapters. Would I be able to read the 7th one? Or maybe I missed one, I don't know. Let's call him. And also he said he didn't want to write anymore, and yet he did. Hey Stella. Hey Robert. I'm so stoked you called. Really? Of course. I know it's been a while. Yeah. Sorry, Wizard. Those guys from the snowboard team, you know, the ones I went swimming with earlier? They just wanted to hang out again, you know, for old time's sake. Since we're like graduating soon, so yeah. I couldn't say no, right? I don't want to hear your goddamn excuses. I know I'm not like cool, not like them. What? No, that's what you're saying. You're saying you'd rather hang out with them than me. Come on, Robert, we both know I'm not like them. They're athletic and daring and good looking. And I'm so what? Sad, dorky, a wallflower? Stop. And you're like, just like them. But I'm not. You so are. Stella, you know better than anyone. Yeah? Never mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll never change. What do you mean? Nothing. Just know that I don't regret 1 second of our time together. I feel like if you really liked me, you would spend time with me instead of ignoring me and hang out with your friends. Robert, me neither. That time you pranked me so hard at the lake, I was like oh my god, legitimately proud. It was so good. Yeah. And then you totally dropped my clothes in the mud. I didn't mean to. Nah, you probably meant to steal them, right? Well, maybe. Busted. We had some sweet times. Yeah. I really hope this party is gonna be the best party I ever throw. Robert, you know you don't need to throw a whole party for me. Well, I want to. And I want to make up for, well, neglecting you. Right. And when it's all over, would you still like to hang out? Just the two of us? Yeah, sure. Yeah, it would mean a lot for you to be there. Of course I can be there. Cool, I'll see you at the party, wizard. Yeah, see you. Not a fan of that. Once I had gathered my thoughts and the ice, I left for Robert's. I remember being in the car and nearly shaking with excitement. I was going to a party, a real party. It felt like everything was happening all at once. The party, me moving, the group getting back together, and well, at that point I had no idea what else to expect. It was all changing. I had to pull over to calm down. Meanwhile, the ice was slowly melting along with my brain. Eventually, I could breathe again, and made my way to the mass of bright lights and music that was Robert's house that night. And then there I was, at my first real party. Finally. And you know what I found out? I don't like parties, me neither. It was loud, crowded, stinky, and I couldn't find anyone. When I got there, I saw there were already like 15 people there. I was immediately overwhelmed. I didn't recognize anyone. Where were my friends? I began having a nightmarish vision of not being able to find Robert, Day, or Taylor. Of people seeing me trying to push through the crowd and laughing at me, beating me for not being able to find anyone to talk to, and maybe also for my smallness. Just find an animal. If there's a pet, just hang out with a pet. That's what I did. Just when I thought it maybe wasn't too late to turn back and drive away. I saw Day. I remember rushing to her like a drowning swimmer to a life preserver. Day! Oh, Stella, hey. Her whole face seemed to brighten and I felt mine do the same. So I guess Robert really meant it when he said he'd invite half of Ladle. I know, right? 15 people! I don't think I've ever seen this many teenagers in one place. How many people go to your school? And that's counting school? Yeah, at least there are dispersed and different classes and stuff, but here they're all so close together. It's worse inside. I was headed to the washroom when I stepped on something squishy. Ew, what was it? Oh, nothing. Just a person. What? Yeah, you know Bryce, the deer-looking guy with the antlers? Vaguely? Well, he was just laying on the ground singing along to the music while people stepped on him. Jeez, is he okay? He seemed totally fine. What the hell? I know. For a moment it was like old times and I just wanted to stay like this forever. I don't even understand what the fight was about. Like, to the point where they stopped talking for months. Like, this was at the beginning of winter break. And now we're in like June? And for what? Why? Because they disagreed on something? That was weird. I don't know. Hey, so since it's so loud, I was thinking, yeah? I mean, after we say hey to everyone, maybe we could... Oh, so you actually turned up. I honestly didn't think you had the freaking guts. Oh! Hey, Ingrid. Stella. Wait, why wouldn't I show up to a party that was thrown for me? Well, what? Since when was this party for you? Since I'm moving away next month. Ha, really? I mean, I'm so sorry. It's really too bad. Hey, so Ingrid, can you go grab me a drink? Sure, Day. But you won't mind if I say my goodbye to Stella? I really am sorry about you leaving so soon. But hey, it's not so bad, I guess. I mean, you were barely even a blip on our freaking radar after all. Ingrid. What were you expecting anyways, showing up senior year? Not like you could have made much of an impression anyways. Why are you being like this? I know she's jealous, but like, I'm not going for days, so why are you being like this? I'm just telling it like it is. If you can't handle it, that's not my problem. Ugh, I can't even believe you sometimes, Ingrid. Anyways, we'll be seeing you, I guess. Then we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang around for a bit. But then we have to leave early. We've got plans, so... Why are you still together? She is so fucking toxic. Oh, really? That's right. We have pretty important things to talk about, so... Oh, okay. No, actually I wanted to stay and have my goodbye with Stella. You know, the whole reason we came here? Oh, sure, go right ahead. Act like you're really gonna miss her. Like she even deserves a friggin' party. I didn't do shit! Y'all started yelling at each other and then stopped talking to each other. How is that my fault? Well, I think she does. Why do you act like you're so close all the time? You barely even hang out with her anymore. That's not... I could tell that Day was getting flustered. If it was true we hadn't spoken in months before this, then that nagging voice in the back of my mind started getting a little louder. What if Ingrid was right? What if I really wasn't that close with Day at all? What if I was kidding myself? Oh hey, isn't that Robert heading over? Why don't you go talk to him? Whoa. When Robert came over... I don't know why his posture is so funny to me. When Robert came over, he was super drunk already. Oh god. I was surprised since it was only 8:30. Hey ladies, so glad you could join us tonight. Hi Robert. Hey. I put the ice in the cooler. I hope that's okay. It's totally cool. No, it's not. What? I've gotta be honest. I took too long coming here, and by the time I finally made it, it was basically just a bag of lukewarm water with a few ice cubes floating in it. People have to bub for beer now. Hey, it's all good. That's ice's final form anyways, am I right? I guess. What's with all the long faces, huh? Turn those frowns upside down. This is the fun police, and I'm here to take you in for questioning, for harshing everyone's mellow. Doesn't the fun police work the other way around? The other way around what? Huh? Have another beer day? Come on, cheer up. Aren't you like graduating with honors or something? Something like that. Then it's time to get wasted. No more studying till college, right? I could tell Day was having a hard time after college was mentioned. She looked guilty, and the silence got even louder, if that was even possible. Alright. I know it'll cheer you all up. What if I, Sir Robert of the Holy Rail, do my famous keg stand, just for you? Why was he looking at me? But it was hard to look away. He had such a way of looking at me. Especially when he stood so close. It made my knees weak. Keg stand? Yeah. This guy's gonna keg stand, everyone. Brandon looked more out of it than usual too. And as the known local stoner, I didn't think that was possible. Then suddenly a whole bunch of people were surrounding us. Probably half the party. It was becoming a scene. Hey, what's going on? When I felt someone tall behind me, I looked up and met Taylor's eyes. Hey Taylor. What's his face is going to do a keg stand, right? Thanks for the support, Brandon. You know, I've always kind of considered you to be my hype man in a weird way. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. A hype man, someone who gets the crowd all riled up, and are you doing this or... yeah, totally. Alright, everyone make way. Do you need someone to like hold your ankles or something? Hold his ankles? Oh right, a keg stand is when someone does a handstand on a keg while they drink from it. That sounds awesome, right? So, no assistance necessary, Taylor, my man. Really? Back before, I always do my keg stands freestyle. Is this a good idea? Yeah, maybe. Come on, everyone ready? Yeah, woo! Go, Robert! Holy shit, he's gonna do it? I watched as Robert got ready to do something wicked dangerous, and I remembered Jessica's words about his accident. I couldn't help but feel like I should have stopped it somehow. But what was I gonna do? The whole crowd was cheering him on. Then I saw Jessica standing a little ways away, and I was surprised. I didn't think she'd want to show up to Robert's party after everything that happened. But the look on her face as she watched, I think she was regretting her decision. Alright, okay, just gotta get a good angle. Dude, just do it. What's the holdup? Yeah, come on, you used to just do it. Don't think about it, just go. I could see Robert start to falter. I saw a look in his eyes I've never seen before. He's scared. Yeah. Robert, Robert, Robert. Everyone cheered and cheered, but he just kept standing there, frozen in place. And eventually the cheering just kind of died out and everything got really awkward. Like, why would you mention a cake stand if you don't want to do one? When the crowd finally started to move out, when it was clear nothing was gonna happen, I could see Jessica still standing there, but Robert didn't seem to notice. In fact, he didn't seem to notice any of us still standing there. Robert? He wouldn't move. It was like he was frozen in that moment, still getting ready to do the cake stand. Man, what was that? You majorly wussed out. Hey, come on, Brandon. Whatever, he used to be so different. Then, at that moment, Robert muttered something about having to get something from inside, and he just disappeared into the house. I felt terrible. I wanted to run after him, but then things got worse somehow. Brandon, what the hell, dude? What? Oh, so now your little groupies are around you? Now that your little groupies are around, you think you can call me out, man? What the? How much weed did you even smoke before we got here? The hell does that matter, tall toe? I don't remember you having a problem when you were bumming my weed last year. That was back then. Yeah, back when you gave a shit. At least I thought you did. What are you even talking about? I'm talking about how this used to be about you and me. We'd get high and write songs about all the bullshit going on in the world, and it wasn't me who stopped giving a shit, okay? Oh, come on, you had plenty of chances to say something about it, but you just didn't care. Is this about the band, or you know what? Forget it. You don't need the band. You've got your own sound now. You wanna play that weird acoustic shit? Go right ahead, but I'm not getting up there tonight. See, that's what I said last time. They should split up. They don't want the same thing anymore. So you're bailing on our gig? It's not our gig anymore. Is all this because I want to play one of the new songs I wrote? It's just one song, come on. Whatever, see ya. Why are they all dating toxic people? I watched as Brendan and Taylor split, and I suddenly found myself alone again. At a party full of strangers that was supposedly meant for me. I suppose I could have felt more sorry for myself, but the only thing I could think about was Robert, right? What am I gonna do? I have to fix this. I felt myself being pulled in all different directions. They, Taylor, and Robert. They had become the most important people in my life. But you haven't talked to them in months. Like... Then suddenly I was losing everything. My whole world... You've lost them months ago. And as usual, I felt stuck, frozen in my own head. I thought of Day and how she seemed like she wanted to tell me something. I thought of Taylor and his fight with Brendan. But more than anything, I thought of holding on to Robert on the back of his dirt bike, racing through the forest. My hair whipping into my face and eyes. The smell of gasoline. The little rocks flying up onto my legs while we passed through the forest. The tree branches scratching at my arms. I really hated dirt biking. It's like everything I don't like wrapped into a single loud, uncomfortable experience. Like this party. But I never would have known that if I hadn't tried it. And I never would have tried it if I hadn't had someone to hold on to. If I hadn't had Robert to hold on to. He was the one I drove home last, just to spend that little bit of extra time with. He was the one I tried desperately to be alone with during our school project. He was the one I almost kissed during the whole Little River thing. He was the one I dreamt about at night. He was the person I wanted to cheer up the most during the holidays. He gave me poems. I never thought he could be that sensitive. I thought about how different he seemed at his party, how sad it all had been. Before I knew it, I was rushing to find him. I looked for him everywhere around the party. I feel like that would be the first thing I did. If the boy I liked suddenly freaked out and ran, I would run after him, make sure he's okay. But instead, she just stayed there to witness Brendan and Taylor fight. Like it's not awkward. But everyone had already left. Everyone except Jessica. Hey. Hey. Are you looking for Robert? Yes. That look in his eyes. He had it that day he went snowboarding. It scares me. Is this about his accident, his friends, or when we picked him up? I think he got really scared when he got the accident, more than he is letting people show. And he got scared when he went snowboarding, and I got scared when he was about to do the keg stand. I think it's about the accident. Maybe. He never talks about it, but I don't think I've ever seen him freeze up like that. Something must be up with him. Honestly, after our fight, I actually started to believe that he was fine. That maybe the accident really didn't bother him. Maybe I really did want him to be more messed up than he really was. Whoa. Not so that I could baby him or anything, but because that's how I would react. But me and Robert are so different. If I broke my pelvis, I would definitely not be telling jokes like, "What doesn't kill you make you doper?" Right. I've never been good at telling jokes anyways. You know what? You know that. Right? You know that. He really did seem fine most of the time, but now, I don't understand it. Maybe the fear eventually caught up with him. I'm not sure even he understands it. I'm worried about him. I thought I could walk away from him, but I can't. No matter how much he pisses me off, I can't just do nothing while he hurts himself. Because you're friends? It's more than that. No, not like that. We grew up together. I'm like his older sister. I'm gonna go look for him. I'll help. I want to find him too. We should split up to cover more ground. There's an alley off the gas station where he likes to do his skateboard jumps or whatever. I'm going to check to see if he's there. If you can think of anywhere else he might have gone, please check for him. Maybe the little hill or something? The gorge, yeah. Somehow I knew that's where Robert was going. I raced up the side of the gorge. My heart was pounding and I was pouring sweat. I could hear his engine revving. It got louder the closer I got. How fast are you? When I got there, he was sitting on his bike, looking dejected. It was pointing towards the place he intended to jump from. He was just looking at the ground, cranking the motor. That faraway look in his eyes. Robert! He wouldn't even look at me. I'm glad you're here. I need someone to witness this. Ah yes, I want to witness you die. My greatest stunt. Who better to witness it than Wizard herself? I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump the gorge on my dirt bike. No more stalling, no more talk, just me and my fear. It's time to face this head on. You better not be doing this to impress me. No, it's not that, I swear. I'm tired of being afraid of something that happened months ago. I used to be able to do things like this. I used to have no problems taking risks. But now it's like there's something wrong with me. Every time I try to snowboard or do a cool trick, something I've always loved, It's like now it's completely alien to me. Like I'm paralyzed with fear and I don't get it. Why? If I can't even handle this one dirt bike stunt, then who am I? Can't you see how fucking dangerous this is? Don't be foolish. You're Robert freaking Raptorson. Robert, why do you always feel this need to prove yourself? You're amazing. I don't believe you. Why don't I believe you? You don't need to do this. You've already done so much. I haven't though. I don't want to feel like this anymore. I can understand that, but this isn't the way to face it. Alone, drunk, being totally reckless, always trying to prove something that we both know isn't true. It's okay to ask for help, Robert. You have people in your life that want to help you. You just need to let us in. You know that this isn't the way. I want to, I really do, but I can't. Why not? Because the hardest part about the accident is just thinking about it. It all happened so fast. I was just driving a little too fast and everything was fine. And then in the blink of an eye, I was upside down, bleeding, and I couldn't feel my legs. And I remember in the hospital just being so bored. I couldn't wait to heal, so I could get back to doing the things I loved. Everyone was telling me how lucky I was to be alive. The doctors, my parents, especially Jessica. And that's all I thought it was. Just luck. Just bad luck. It didn't mean anything to me other than a couple of cool scars to show off. When I went through physiotherapy, I was only focused on one thing, getting strong enough to get on a board again. And when I was finally ready, like the very moment I was standing there, ready to go, it all came back to me. And that tiny moment in my life stretched out in front of me from my feet to the horizon. And I felt every fraction of a second play out in my mind. The force of the car rolling, the glass of the windshield shattering, the feeling of my pelvis breaking, and I get stuck there. So stuck that I can barely move or breathe. Is that what happened at the ski slope? Do you know what it's like to want something so bad? To spend all your time thinking about it? To spend all your time getting ready for it? And then at the moment when it should be happening, to be somewhere else? Yeah, I do. You're basically describing me before I met you. Always dreaming of things I wanted, but too scared to do anything about it. You showed me how to be brave. Well, compared to who I was before. But this isn't going to change how you feel. Because this stunt isn't facing your fears, it's running away from them. You don't understand. This is who I am. I'm the skateboarding raptor. I do cool stunts. If I'm not that, then what am I? You're so much more than that. You're a great friend. I hope I didn't just put him in the friend zone or anything. Because I didn't want to say poet. Because he said he didn't really want to write anymore. So I don't know. You always want people to have a good time. You make them feel good about who they are. You care about me. I care about you. I don't care about you. Jessica was right. When we met, we're just a distraction, so I wouldn't have to think about the accident. Fuck everything. This bike is going over. Robert, is that really true? Was I really just a distraction? Yes. But then I fell in love with you. Okay. Robert. Oh, Robert. You scared the shit out of me. God damn it, Robert. You scared the shit out of me. Stella, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything. It's just been so hard to admit that what happened, to admit that the accident changed me. I've been trying for so long to get back to normal. So go back to the raptor I was before, but now I know that's never gonna happen. I'll never be the same. Robert, about what you said earlier. Stella, I meant it. Maybe we just started as a way to keep my mind off of what happened, but I couldn't run away from it. And you didn't help me forget the past like I wanted to. You made me feel like there was more to me than stunts and pranks, and I really liked that. I felt like I was starting to discover some part of me I never knew about. But I'm only halfway there. Like, I'm not quite that person yet. I'm just stuck between my old life and my new. And now you're moving away, and I'm afraid that if there isn't anyone around who can see that part of me, then it's just gonna die out. And I'm left with nothing, and no one. I don't know how to live without taking chances. But if I'm not the guy who takes chances, then I'm nothing. And no matter how I feel about you, how can this be anything? There's other ways of taking chances. What do you mean? Come on, follow me. So, this is your idea of risky? It's actually pronounced risqué. Well, my heart is pumping. Mine too. Was this just a ploy to get me to sober up? Did it work? Yeah. It's a beautiful night. Yeah, really. Clear. Anyways, sorry about your bag. Are you gonna try to get it back? I don't know. I think it belongs to the lake now. Isn't that like polluting? That's a good point. I'll fish it out somehow. I'll help. Cool. Just in a minute. Yeah, not quite yet. So, here we are. Half naked in the lake. Nothing you haven't seen before. That prank that went terribly wrong. Did it? Or did it go terribly right? I mean, what did I try to do with them again? I tried to steal them. You're right. I was trying to steal them. We all know you wanted to relish in my raptor bud. Maybe. Stella, yes? I just thought that, since, you know, I'm like into you, I was wondering if, do you? I couldn't believe he was asking me if I liked him. I thought it was so obvious. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So, anyways, would it be okay if I... Just kiss me already! Oh, do it now. Okay. We moved together and I could feel the water moving from his powerful legs kicking at it. Then one of his arms wrapped around me and I felt like I didn't even need to tread water anymore. When our lips finally touched, the passion surged through me. I'd never kissed anyone in my entire life, but for once I didn't second guess. What I was doing. I just went with it, as his lips gently massaged mine. I lost myself in the feeling and didn't snap out of it until he pulled away to tell me I was shaking. I've been so caught up in the kiss I didn't realize how cold I was. It's getting kinda chilly, yeah. I'll warm you up. No you won't, you're a dinosaur, you have cold blood. That's cute. Well, my dirt bike is completely totaled. At least we got it out of the lake. It's good to be responsible. All the loose ends are tied up now. What the hell is going on? Please leave. We're having a moment here? Oh. Hey Jess. Don't even Jess me right now, Robert. When you weren't at Skate Alley, I came over here to find Stella and look for you. Then I heard a bike crashing down the gorge. I was frantic, looking everywhere. Now I found you both, soaking wet. Jess, No, I can't take any more excuses. This is an excuse, I swear. I'm done with this. Do you know what it's like to be afraid that you might have seriously hurt yourself? That you might have died? All because of some compulsive need to prove yourself? Do you know what that's like for the people who care about you? I'm sorry. I've been dealing with something since the accident. Something I haven't been able to fully understand. Something I still don't understand. I know that, Robert. I know you know that. Jessica, I'm sorry. You knew what was wrong with me, but I couldn't admit it. I couldn't admit that the accident messed me up the way it did. I just wanted everything to go back to the way it was. I'm finally ready to admit that it won't, that the accident changed me. I'm sorry I had to go through that. God damn it, Robert. What? I thought you'd... Yes, I'm so happy you finally figured it out. But I'm still angry at you right now. And now, I just don't know what to do with it. It's been so much pressure to try to be your best friend. To try not to be a total bummer all the time. I feel like I'm always trying to watch out for you, to keep you out of trouble. Like I'm your freaking mom. And now you finally figured it out? Like you finally made a breakthrough on this thing? And I should be happy. But I'm still so royally PO'd at you. I'm sorry for not talking to you about any of it. That's what I miss the most, talking with you. We used to talk about everything. I want to be like that again. Me too. The accident, it didn't just make me scared of snowboarding and stuff. It made me scared of opening up to you. Scared that that feeling would creep up on me. It's okay. You can tell me anything. I'm sorry I've been such a shitty friend, Jess. I promise I'm done with stunts. It's about time. Sorry. It will take some work to get out of mom mode. I'll be patient with you. I owe you that. I'm still a little peeled with you. I know. Thanks. And thank you, Stella. Oh, hey. Be good to her. She's obviously a good influence on you. Okay, mom mode. I'm going home now. You two don't stay up all night, okay? And put on some clothes, you catch a cold. Bye. We'll talk tomorrow, Jess. I'd like that. Aw, we're cuddling under a blanket. I'm sorry I got caught in the middle of my thing with Jessica. It's okay. At first I didn't really understand how you two were friends. Now I kinda see it from her point of view. I'm lucky that I have her in my life. She's given me so many chances, and I've always screwed it up. I'm gonna do better by her. No more stunts? No. It doesn't feel like it used to. And I'm done trying to force it. I'll have to find some other way to get my kicks. What about pranks? No more pranks. Really? Yeah. No pranks? None. Everything I say will be completely genuine. No chicanery, deception, or subterfuge. Robert? How did you... I don't want to be a jerk, but like... Those were some pretty big words. And I'm pretty sure you used them all right. I got a word a day calendar for my poetry. Well, it's obviously working. But you really don't have to be so serious. You can still do some pranks. Just maybe not stink-based ones. My socks. I'll always remember the good times I had making them stink. They were gross. I actually like the smell. What the fuck is wrong with you? What? Actually squeezed one out into some wax and made a candle. I burn it sometimes to get that smell in my room. Why? It's even more intense when you add fire. I changed my mind. I don't want to date someone like that, you know? You do not. The prankster strikes again. I hate you. What's gonna happen to us? You mean us? Yeah. But also they and Taylor and the other cryptids. And Ladle. Everything is changing. We both changed. We changed each other. It doesn't have to be bad. It's scary though. I guess we raptors know how devastating change can be sometimes. Bad things could always happen to us. I guess you can change that. At least we have each other. Maybe not forever, but for now. Whatever happens, whatever will come, we have to live for moments like these. Yeah, at least for the time we have left. You're all mine. My raptor boyfriend. We spent the whole night together. We watched the sunrise, we kissed a bunch, and more stuff happened. I can share everything with you, Doctor. Come on. You're not gonna give me any details? This is a dating sim. You should give me details. After Robert's party, I remember feeling like time had slowed down. Me and Robert spent almost every minute together. We both knew that we only had so long together, so we wanted to make out time count. I don't know why, I just thought of when I read the message on the fridge. I was like, you should invite Robert for dinner sometime. Then I was like, what do raptors even eat? What would you put on the table for Robert? That came out of nowhere. So we wanted to make our makeout time count. And to do that, I had a plan. Yeah, I know what I said before about my plans. And it's true that they were, I was gonna say generally terrible, but then deciding to have no plan was weirdly just another type of plan. I realized that making plans wasn't the problem. The problem was that my plans always involved me trying to be someone I'm not. Finally, she realized it. I've been saying that from the start. It's fine to want to be better or to try to put yourself out there, but I think I was being too hard on myself. I know, I'm starting to sound like you, Doctor. Oh, right, the plan. Well, this one was simple. No, it was actually simple this time. The plan was to have a nice last day of school. Me, Day, and Taylor were hanging out in the halls between first and second period. I was handling the whole moving away from little thing pretty well. That's it, I'm not leaving. Stella. No, they can't make me. I guess they can't, but after they close up for the summer, you might have to leave for, you know, food and water, air conditioning, the necessities for survival. But Taylor, I'm gonna miss the school. The tiny chairs, the mysterious mold, the creepy rumors. I'm even going to miss my stinky locker. It still smells from Robert's sock, hey? Yep. I tried my best to scrub it and spray hair freshener, but it's a stubborn stink. It just didn't want to leave, just like me. But now I must leave it. I'm not sure I'm ready to say goodbye. I get that you're feeling nostalgic right now, but it's just a funky smelling locker. But it's my funky smelling locker. Yeah, Taylor. You know, I knew I shouldn't have said anything, but for some reason I said it anyway. I'm sorry, you're right. It's just that everything's changing so fast. The highway expansion is almost here. There's a bunch of new kids being shown around for next year already, and I don't know. Later High already feels different. I guess I'm really gonna miss it here, you know? Yeah. No. I'm not going to miss it at all? I don't know, maybe. I'm just more excited about what's next. I'm tired of staring at the same old walls. Time for some new walls to stare at. I just can't believe I graduated. I guess I'm better at this whole school thing than I thought. I was fully prepared to have to do summer school or something. You could do it anyway, pick up a few extra credits. Just for funsies. That sounds like your kind of funsies, not mine. Bell rings. Okay, I guess we should head to class. Yeah, I guess. What the? What are you three doing here? What? Going to class? No. You did not just say you were going to class. Tell me you did not just say that you're going to class? We're sorry? We didn't mean to say that. I don't know why it was a bad thing to say, but judging from your reaction, it must have been wrong. It was, because today is National Skip Day. It's what? National Skip Day. It's only the best holiday like ever. Taylor, what is he talking about? It's the last day of school, basically, and because everyone's grades can change, there aren't any consequences for skipping class. The way my school did it was we had exams for like 2 weeks, and it was super random. Like I would have one in the morning and then I wouldn't have school for the rest of the day. Then the next day I would have like one in the morning, one in the afternoon. Like it was super random, and we didn't have an official last day of school. It was just like, oh, I'm done with my exams, and then my friend would be like, oh, I still have like 1 or 2 days left. So it didn't work like that. We didn't have school after the exams were done. That's just strange to me personally. That's not how my school did it. So yeah, obviously, if you've already done your exams and then you still have school, what's the point of staying at school? Of course you're gonna skip it. It's not only consequence free, it's accepted to skip. Actually no, it's expected that you skip. Taylor, you knew this and didn't tell them? I forgot, okay? Now that you mention it, that does explain why there was like nobody in first period. Yeah, we basically did nothing in English today. Why do you still have class after the exams? That's so strange. Mr. Garciano just handed out a crossword puzzle. Exactly. So wait, why are you here then? Looking for your 3. Oh! I mean, come on, it's Stella's last day here. I'm not about to let you waste it by actually going to class. Let's get out of here. Skip class? Yes. Wow, I've never done that before. Me neither. Alright, you know what? Let's do it. Nice, wizard. I was a little worried there for a second. I had to walk here and it's a lot farther than you'd think. I grabbed my stuff and said one last goodbye to the hallways of Little High. We piled in my truck and headed to the lake. When we got there, Robert went up to the biggest tree he could find and started doing something. He wouldn't tell us what. He said it was a surprise. There, now everyone will always know. Know what? That we were here. And we were glorious. Ow. Yeah, right. We were here. It does just literally say we were here though. So, how does anyone else know who we is? I mean, are. You know what I mean. Oh, I actually don't think it really matters. We know, and that's what counts, right? Totally. Nice save. Yeah. I couldn't help but think about my first day here. I can't believe it's barely been a year since I was here. Hanging out for the first time with all of you? I was so nervous. I don't think I ever told any of you this, but my detention story was a huge lie. Yeah, we know. Wait, really? Yeah, it was kinda obvious. Oh man, that's so embarrassing. Shit. I guess my whole "are you worthy" thing did kinda put you all on the spot, huh? Well, kinda. Yeah, my bad. But you are the first person to talk to me at school. Just the fact that you invited me to the lake was unbelievable to me. Really? Duh. You made probably one of the most memorable entrances I've ever seen. You skateboard in, looking all badass, and did a prank on you. Well, yeah, but you were the class rep, and you were cool, and you wanted to hang out with me after school. Yeah, sounds like a better first impression than I made. What do you mean? The first thing you saw me do was fight with Ingrid. Actually, I saw you fighting with nobody. What? Ingrid was invisible, so I kinda thought you were yelling at me. Right. Damn it. Definitely not my best moment. But you were so nice to me. You started my education on what constitutes a party. You helped prepare me for the lake. You made me feel like it was okay that I was some bumbling dork. And then I made you feel terrible. I should have felt terrible. I hit you with my car. You what? You barely nicked me. It was nothing. Nice stunt, Taylor. Way to tuck and roll. It wasn't some stunt. I still feel bad about that. But you just immediately tried to make me feel better by turning it into some joke. What was it again? I said I get hit all the time. And sometimes when it's a bad one, I have to turn the drivers into mulch. Wow, that's dark. You had to be there, I guess. Then you said you'd come to the lake with me. That really helped me feel like I could do it. Because you were there for me. You all made this year one of the best years of my life. It was pretty great, wasn't it? Except for that whole, like, 6 months of not talking to each other. It had its ups and downs. Yeah, it definitely had its moments though. So we start school and, well, where I live in Quebec, we start in late August. And then they stop talking in December. So that's like 4 months. And then they stop talking for 6 months. And then they're like, it was the best year of my life. You guys barely hung out though. Yeah, like that time we pranked the hell out of you two. Yeah, it's not really a great prank phone call when the person you call knows it's you the whole time. You weren't there for when Stella called the serial hotline and said her name was Cindy. Whatever, it was really funny at the time. And we got Robert good too. You left yourself wide open for that one dude. For someone who calls himself the prankster, you kinda got shown up. You got shown up at the Queens of Pranks. Nah. Yeah, you did. Okay, whatever. I totally got all of you with my little Ripper prank. Especially Taylor. What? No, you didn't. Come on, you were horrified. Was not. Look, we were all on edge that night and we all got a little spooked. Except for Taylor, who was a lot spooked. Nice one. Alright, fine. Maybe I was a bit freaked out. Just a bit though. Taylor, you don't understand. You came alive that night. I saw a fire in you that screamed, I want to live. And the fact that I caused that fills me with pride. Well, I'm happy that my terror did that for you. We all just stood there for a second with big smiles across our faces. Then Robert took in a big breath of air and exhaled like he'd just eaten a delicious meal. Huh. What is that about? Huh? Nothing. I'm trying to take in this moment. Soon he's going to be gone. Soon the little I used to know will be gone. Damn. Yeah, where did that come from? Hey, I can be deep, okay? No, it's true. The other day I had a random family and a minivan asked me where the nearest supermarket was. Ha! They're shit out of luck. Yeah, but it just made me think, how long until they start building one? Who? The family in the van? What? No, that's just they. I guess it couldn't always stay boring old little forever. The family didn't freak out. What about the cryptids? Are they okay with being found out or whatever? My mom's cool with it. She says she's sick of hiding. It's kind of weird. We have more in common than I thought we did. My family are sticking around, but they're a bit pissed. They like the seclusion, I guess. Yeah, I know a few people are thinking of leaving. Like Marty, the mud guy. He says he's not waiting around for an angry mob to show up. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't blame anyone for being scared though. It's kind of freaky having all these new people showing up. Wow. Yeah. Welcome to being an adult, I guess. I feel woefully unprepared. What do you mean? All the teachers said grade 12 is meant to prepare you for adult life, so be ready for a tough year. Ha! Yeah, right. This year was a joke. Right, like when we had that group project. Oh yeah, we just kept putting it off and putting it off. Robert, I have to give it to you. You are amazing at finding ways to procrastinate. Hey, that wasn't all me, okay? No, we clearly were looking for a way out of actually doing work. But that way out was you constantly telling us some random story. Right, there was that one about how you swore you saw a UFO. I said I might have seen one. Might have. All I know is that there was an orb of light that moved in an unlikely flight trajectory. Are aliens that strange in comparison to, you guys? Exactly. The point is, we goofed off that entire night and still managed to pass. Still, the same old ladle. We stayed there, reminiscing until it was time for me to go home and pack. Then, as much as I didn't want to admit it, it was time for us to say goodbye. I said goodbye to Day and Taylor first. I won't do it. Won't do what? I was going to make a joke about seeing you another 5 years, but don't worry, I won't do it. Taylor! Stella. Taylor. No, but seriously, I'm gonna miss having my camp friend living down the street. Taylor. You made this year worth it. And all joking aside, whether or not it's in 5 years or 5 days, I'll just be glad to see you again. Aww. Me too. But for you. Hey. You know what's funny? What? I spent so much time thinking about leaving this town, but I suck at goodbyes. You came into this town and you made it brighter. Thank you, Stella. For what? For being my friend. No, thank you. My dorm room will always be open if you need a place to crash or just if you want to visit. I'd love to. So she is going to college. So Wizard, where do I even start? When you first met me, I was a mess. And you stuck with me. I didn't stick with you. I fell for you. Yeah, despite conventional wisdom. Shut up. But seriously, I was going through some stuff and, well, I guess I still am, but it just feels more clear. Like, whatever is going on in this raptor skull is only going on in there. I know that now. I guess I just want to thank you for being there for me. Even when I was trying to push you away. Of course. You don't have to thank me. I wanted to be there. I know. But I want to thank you anyway. Instead of thanking me, you should apologize for pushing me away. You just always made me feel better. Like, when we first met, I was actually having kind of a bad day. But something about the way you treated me, it was like there was no pressure for me to be, cool or something. It actually took a while to get used to. And when you dropped me off last after the lake, I couldn't help but ask to hug you. I just wanted to so badly for some reason. You did? Totally. And when we did that school project, then I found your magazines the next day. I know it sounds weird, but when I gave them back, our fingers touched and it was like a shiver went out my spine. But like in a good way. Oh my god, me too. Really? Are you kidding me? I was so into you. That night when me and Day got drunk and pranked you, I dreamt of you. You did? No. I just realized, oh no, I should not have said that. He's gonna ask. Come on, tell me. Okay, but it's so embarrassing. Hey, it's me. I dreamt that you were in your underwear, surrounded by underwear, but you look like that famous painting, Venus de Milo. Wow, Stella, I'm flattered. I told you it was embarrassing. I'd always hoped that you liked me. Like on Friday the 13th, when we were outside looking for the Little Ripper, like something out of a horror movie. I so wanted to kiss you. Me too. Do you think we would have if we weren't interrupted? I know it would have. Even the memories that are kind of painful, they're better because you were there. Like when you and Jess picked me up from snowboarding. You gave me that book on poetry, and that really meant a lot. Even if I couldn't admit that at the time. Yeah, you were super rude about it. I wish I could stay just one more night with you. Me too. What are you gonna do? It's the last day of high school. Are you going to some rager? Nah, me and Jess are just going to hang out and watch a movie or something. Wow. Yeah, I think I'm all partied out for the time being. Besides, it wouldn't be the same without you. Aw, none of it will be, Stella. Later won't be the same. You're gonna make me cry. Just promise me that when you get into the city, you'll continue to be the most rad and completely righteous girl there is. I'll try. And pull at least one more sick prank. I will. It's important for your health. Stop talking like we'll never see each other again. Only if you promise. I promise. Thank you. When will we see each other again? I don't know. Everything seems so up in the air right now. I know. You have my number though, right? Yeah. Just give me a call. I'll always answer. I love you. I love you too. A little hug. We held each other there for what seems like hours, but eventually we had to let go. Eventually we had to say goodbye. As we left the lake, we decided to leave our own mark. So we carved our initials in the tree. We met up with the others by my truck, and then I gave them all a ride home. Wait, they were still waiting? They were waiting for us the whole time. One last time. I knew the only thing left to do was to go home and pack, but instead I did one more lap around Ladle. I passed by the school, and I thought about how this year I wasn't scared to walk down the halls anymore. I didn't eat my lunches alone in the bathroom. I had friends. Goodbye, little high. I passed by the lake, and I thought about all the firsts I had this year. First time getting drunk. First time having a sleepover without parent supervision. First time going to a real party. First time skipping class. First kiss. First... Come on, this is a dating sim. You should give us spicy details. That's the whole point. If you're not giving me spicy details, what is the point? Goodbye, the lake. I looked into the rearview mirror and thought about how long ago last September felt like. I'm going to miss this town. I'm gonna miss giving everyone rides. I'm gonna miss driving on these roads. It all looked different. It felt different. As I looked in the mirror, I caught my own reflection. I was different. And not in the way that I was trying to force myself to be back at the beginning of the year either. I didn't become some outgoing, uber cool girl. It was still me, still Stella, just different. That's when I decided that I needed a look to reflect that. So I stopped off at Sal's convenience and bought some hair bleach and headed home. When I got there, I found myself staring at the TV, trying to pretend like it was any other day after school. Don't worry, Danny, you'll get used to the big city. Says you. Yeah, it didn't work. Let's check the fridge. Dad left me one last note. Hi, honey. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and what I said the other week came out wrong. I wanted to move so badly because I wanted to be able to spend more time with you. Being closer to work would help with that. But I didn't consider what you wanted. Yeah. You've grown up so much, I didn't realize it isn't just all about father-daughter time anymore. You have your own friends and your own life. I should have realized how much Ladle means to you. I'm sorry. You're your own woman now, and I should have let you make these decisions with me. Yeah, it kinda sucks that he just like decided on his own, didn't even talk to her about it. I'm so proud of you. Love, Dad. Okay. I went to the answering machine, and for a second there was a familiar feeling of excitement that I would get. I'd come home wondering who called, if maybe one of my friends left me a message, but there were no messages left. Dad had cancelled the phone plan yesterday. Watching him do it finally made the move feel real. Yeah, it looks like you guys aren't really done packing. Tonight on the season finale of Buddies. You're pregnant? Does this mean no more hanging out? Well, you know, things change. We can't always be spending all day drinking tea at the Central Quirk. Be sure to tune in at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. Don't miss it. I will miss it. 6 of 7. Yeah, it feels like No, it says episode, so... Will I get to read the last one? I wonder. Shooting star girl. She wants the world and lives in the light. She dreams of perfection and settles for all right. She looks for love and finds mine. It's broken, damaged. Will she take it? Think it's just fine? I long for a hand, adoration in her eyes. Will she continue to see in me what I can't find? Hope will ebb and flow, and she'll continue to shine. My shooting star girl, please stay in my life. Let me prove to you it will be worth it in time. That's adorable. Oh, I went to sit in the window to think, and there you were. Dad must have found you in one of the old boxes. I'm still really sorry about losing you in the move and totally forgetting about you all year. I was so excited to finally be able to tell you everything. But I had some business to take care of first. There's like one hair tickling my nose. That's it? Okay. With the phone plan being cancelled, I couldn't call anyone. So I just laid there for a second with the hair dye beside me, ready to do the most drastic thing to my hair I've ever done. And then I realized something. I wasn't as scared as I thought I would be. And I thought maybe change isn't so bad. Sometimes it feels so good just to change your hair, get a haircut or a different hair color. Sometimes you're just ready for it. Sometimes you're just ready for a change. And like a few months before, you would have been like, I would never do that. That's way too like drastic, like she said. Like that's way too intense. I'm never doing that. And then at some point you're like, I'm ready. I want to do this now. I took a deep breath and thought this was it. I knew that if I went through with it, there would be no going back. Well, technically if I waited long enough, it will grow back, but you know what I mean. Was I really ready to move on? Did I give myself enough time to say goodbye? I'm ready. Well, what do you think, Doctor? Alright, well, I personally think I did a pretty good job for it being my first time. I still don't bleach my hair myself. I'm so scared that it will burn off at the root and I end up being bald. I don't trust myself with bleach. I do my color myself, but not the bleach. Apology accepted. Huh? Oh. Well, after I did my hair, I came up here to tell you all about, well, everything. I guess that's it. That's the whole story. Well, there is one last thing, Doctor. You know, the family that's moving in as a young daughter. I guess I thought maybe you could help her through her teenage years, like you helped me. Leave, Daddy. Well, I guess this is goodbye then. Hope she treats you with all the respect that your doctorate has earned you. Be good to her and keep being the best listener in the biz. I'll miss you too. Goodbye. It's been a good year. Has That's it. They keep saying that, but it's like, oh, that's it? Okay, that's how the game ends. Yeah, they keep saying like it's a good year, but for 6 months it didn't talk. So, was it a good year? I feel like it was a good 4 months, and then 6 months of nothing. And then, what, a month of... Not even a month, right? Because they said like, oh, school is almost over. Like in 2 weeks. So it was like 4 months and 2 weeks. 1 year later. Hi. Thanks for driving me. I got an achievement for Robert Route. Or route. I'm still not sure if I should say route or route. Thanks for driving me. It's no problem. I mean it. It's really nice to have someone I trust to drive me. I love doing it. And besides, it's a nice excuse to see you. You don't mind waiting for me while I have my session? Not at all. I use the time to do work on my thesis in the cafeteria. I actually feel like I get some of my best work done there. The clinic is really calming. I know what you mean. So, Mrs. History Major, have you decided what you're going to do for your thesis paper? Yes, actually, I have. I'm doing my thesis on cryptids throughout history. Really? Far out. Yeah, cryptids have been around forever, but their contributions to society have been largely ignored in any historical context. I think it's important to collect their stories, you know? It could radically change how we look at our history. You seem really passionate about it. I am. The hard part is separating fact from myth, and the myth from fact, I guess. Oh, she removed her star hearings. Did I ever tell you about Duke Emilio Raptor's son? No. A great-great-great-uncle of mine. He was a privateer for England, Portugal, and the Dutch. All three? Yeah, those are just the major ones. He pretty much sailed the seas and stole for whoever wanted to pay him. He was one salty dino. Tell me more. He invented the first pinball machine all the way back in 1678. What? It was the size of a tennis court and it took 5 men to operate. Robert, it's all true, I swear. Okay, sure. I can't just put in my thesis without some kind of documents or historical evidence to back it up. Or at least a reliable source. Are you calling me unreliable? Yes. Not in the ways that matter. But yes, you are full of BS. That's the difference between us, wizard. I'm interested in truths that are beyond facts and maps and old dusty books. Universal truths of poetry. Poetry is great and all, but sometimes you need a map. Or else you get lost. I know, that's why we make a great team. I wrote something for you. A poem. This is where we read it. My life, sometimes it's like looking down into the earth's centering of your mind, mindful. Other times it's like soaring up into the atmosphere above the clouds, cloudy. Every time it's like catching your breath, breathing for the first time spent with her beauty. All the time you wish you were there and her radiant light as a feathery. That's cute. The therapist I'm working with has me incorporating writing into my treatment. A lot of poems, sometimes just random thoughts. It helps me to put things in the right places. The good things and the bad. So it's helping? Yes, sometimes I kinda get taken over with an urge or mood, it still happens. But now I feel like I have some things I can do until it passes. That makes sense. Stella, thanks for everything. For being so patient with me. You keep saying I'm being patient with you or waiting for you, but there's nothing to wait for. I'm with you, I've arrived. But you being in therapy doesn't mean that you're incomplete or something. As far as I can see, you're the happiest you've been since I've known you. Thanks, Stella. Stop thanking me, you big, beautiful dino. I don't know what else to say. You could say, I mean, it's kind of completely unrelated, but come on, whatever you want, I'll say it. Well, it's more something that you should admit. What? Admit that I'm the queen of pranks. Never. Oh, come on. I got you last week. What, when you swapped the butter from margarine? That's barely a prank. It's subtle. That's why it was so diabolical. I love you. I love you too, Robert. That's cute. Aww. That's sweet. But yeah, I always expect more from dating sims. I'm always a bit disappointed when all we get is a kiss and nothing else. Like, come on, give me something. Like, for 6 months it didn't talk. And I'm supposed to just be like, ah, it's okay, it's fine. You chose to hang out with your friends instead of with me. I'm not really okay with that. I'm not really okay with the neglect. But, I was about to say, but it's Robert. Maybe it's part of his story, but no, we stopped talking to everyone. So I guess no matter who you romance, you still have a 6 months of not talking to anyone. But again, I guess it's a bit unfair to the game that the last game I played was Dispatch. It was like a huge game. And this is an indie game. Like, it's a cooperation between 3 people, so I can't be asking so much out of them. It is unfair of me to be asking for a lot. I just always want more in a dating sim. I feel like a lot of dating sims just end up with a kiss and nothing else, and it's like, come on, man, it's supposed to be about romance. And this is more of a visual novel. If it was more, excuse me, if they said it was a visual novel rather than a dating sim, I would have been totally fine with it. But because they say it's a dating sim, I always expect more romance in it, you know? But yeah, I liked it as a visual novel, not as a dating sim, is what I'm saying. It was sweet, it was cute. I don't know what else to say. Oh, I think they forgot to color in one of the claws. One of them is still green. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think, what you thought about it. I would love to know your opinion on the game. And if you've played with the, if you've done the other routes, tell me which one's your favorite. I would love to know as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do, and I will see you later. Bye.